people wanting to know that when we have an emergency, whether it's a natural disaster or a man-made one, that our first responders can respond to our needs because they have what they need, including fair wages and adequate supplies. I'm also running because there are countywide issues that are compelling, and every commissioner is 1/5 or 20% of the countywide votes. Things like food justice, criminal justice reform, more attention for survivors of all types of violent crimes, protecting our environment countywide, including addressing climate change, and voter equity. The county puts out and staffs all of the polling places. MIT and Caltech, in working for an agency created by Barack Obama in 2012 to study wait times to vote, said 30 minutes is the maximum time you should wait to vote for best practices. At the University of Texas in November of 2018, there was a 3-hour wait to vote. And I know because I volunteered there for Julie Oliver. When you have that long of a line, you disenfranchise people. Americans lost $58 million in 2016 waiting in line to vote. So when you disenfranchise 101,000 people on one campus and multiply that out through all of our campuses and other people that can't wait in line for 3 hours to vote, you corrode the fairness of elections all the way up the ballot. My background is, well, I'm actually technically the oldest candidate in this race, so yay for me. I turned 60 in May, but I made my goal of being the hardest working candidate. I've knocked on 3,500 doors over the last 10 months. I've made over 10,000 calls because I'm committed to listening to voters to be a good representative. My background is I was a civil trial lawyer in the 80s and represented union workers from the Houston Ship Channel poisoned by asbestos companies, and we bankrupted a lot of them. 32 years ago, I started my own nonprofit, and I've served the disability community for 32 years by training service dogs to help people that are deaf, including one of our graduates who works here in this building. She's a curator, and her hearing dog's name is Buddy, to help people with mobility disabilities, to help children who have been abused find their voice in court, and to serve our first responder community. I do hope that my hard work will earn your support, and I'm going to yield my next 0 seconds to questions. Thank you.